Welcome back. I am here with Kevin Wink. Now, how were you guys feeling coming into this? You guys practiced. How is this field layout playing for you?
It's going pretty good. It's pretty quick. We're working on our lanes. We're hoping to get a shot off the break and get a kill and close it out.
All right, well, you're going to be seeing Boom battle Red Storm for this first win of the weekend. What are you expecting from them? You guys have played them before all season long, so on this layout, what are you guys really going to be trying to counteract?
I think they're really going to be floating in the back, trying to shoot us off the break, and we're hoping to, shoot up the gut and get a kill off the break or two.
All right, well, thank you so much, Kevin. Stay tuned. We're going to have Red Storm versus Boom coming up.
All right, Red Storm taking on Boom right now. Second game of the Challengers Division here, 2014 PSP West Coast Open. I'm Matty Marshall with Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoya. And here we go on the breakout. Boom on your left-hand side and Red Storm on your right-hand side. And it looks like two bodies dropping early here for Boom and one body dropping for Red Storm. So the early strikes and the early advantage mostly go to Red Storm. Still pretty even. Samoylov took the walk early. Weaver for Boom took the walk early.
Oh, and there goes 4 players down right now.
Yeah, lots of players coming off early here for Boom. And so definitely Red Storm here. Let's see if they can take advantage of the situation that they have created for themselves with their gunfighting ability as Bear Egidio makes his move over here to the snake side. He's looking at that player on the screen right now. There's Bear. Out back corner bunker, snake side, starts rolling his gun down that sideline, trying to contain the player in the snake. That's the only threat, protect his boy, and he comes right around. And it looks like number 51, Victorio. So yeah, Joshua able to get things done here in the snake for Red Storm. So nice work by Egidio and Joshua over here for Red Storm.
Sergei Roznikov, that was the guy last event that we saw out here that was really smashing people. Looks like they got Victorio now over here running snake side for them. I'm gonna move Roznikov around a little bit. But
well, that's the thing with Red Storm. You know, they've changed around their roster a little bit. They have a couple guys on that team that came up in the Red Legion camp. It's a Russian team mostly with a couple imports. Bear played pretty good for them at the last event, and so they made it to the semifinals. They ended up getting defeated by Houston VCK in that semifinal matchup, so they were not able to move up into the Champions Division. We're going to see VCK this afternoon and see what they do against 10 of the best teams in the world. But that being said, man, Red Storm really, in my book, started coming up a couple notches at that last event, and they win this first point here, mostly due to the fact that Boom did lose some bunkers out of the break, lost a couple guys out of their bunkers, and also lost a couple guys off the break.
Yeah, Red Storm definitely seems like a much different team from MAO. You know, Chicago, and we'll see how they look out here, but they play out here like they did the first point in Chicago. This will be much different than like we saw the first couple events. So Red Storm got all the way up to the top 4, really contending to try and get into the Champions Division. If they do, they're going to get their shot at World Cup, the biggest event of the year. Another thing we talk about how difficult it's going to be to stay in this division for the champions to go to World Cup. There's going to be 2 teams that are trying to make it back into the Champions Division. Is it going to be one of the 3 teams from the champions that have gone down, or could it be a new team like Red Storm making it back, making it up for the first time?
Well, that's what's crazy. We've been talking about this during the breakdown, is that you definitely go and check out the breakdown and give you a little rundown here tonight maybe, or during lunch if you haven't seen it already, talking about these brackets, talking about these teams. And then now Boom losing another player off the break as these teams switch side, losing 2, and then here comes storming down on the snake side of the field.
4 bodies, 5 bodies, and there goes Boom.
That was quick. That was a good game, actually.
Victorio again here in the snake.
Yeah.
That kid is fast, man.
Yeah, Samoylov over there. Number 23, that's one of those players that we saw play with Moscow Red Legion before. Coming over here to Red Storm and definitely doing damage for them. But yeah, Victorio, man, where did he come from?
I don't know.
Little small, little fast guy.
Yeah, they got another little rocket on the team, man, and he definitely helps. They don't make a lot of 5-foot-tall rockets out there, so it's good for Red Storm that they found one of those guys. But yeah, we haven't seen Victorio. I'm not really sure where Joshua Victorio came from. Doesn't have a Russian name, so I'm guessing he's not Russian, but you never know. But yeah, man, you know, between Roznikov, Victorio looks pretty good. We know Samoylov can play the game. Bear's been getting a lot better and definitely proved himself a little bit at that last event. So pretty solid lineup here for Red Storm now, as they're proving it here as the score now 2-0, 18-28 to go. So Boom is really going to have to start picking things up, because they can't let Red Storm start running away with this matchup and expect to progress in the tournament. You want to set the pace and the tempo for your tournament in these first matchups. You know, it's important. You only get 4 games in the prelims. You need to win 2 of those to even have a chance of progressing to the semifinals. And again, what is at stake is the World Cup hopes for all of these teams stuck down in the Challengers division. X Factor, the team that won the World Cup last year, and then also Aftershock and Infamous. And Aftershock and Infamous are in the same bracket. So things are going to get really interesting. In fact, to me, you know, some of the most interesting stories are going to be playing out in the Challengers division, along with a ton, obviously, in the Champs division, as always. Also, hope you guys got your fantasy teams in. I did. To have a chance to win a Raza prize package, get your team
You're a cheater, though.
Outfitted.
Like,
well, what do
you beat everybody by 1,000 points.
Well, not really. I mean, the best I've ever done. I did win my draft. I won from some of the buddies. You know, I won a bunch of stuff.
Like our personal fantasy league, you kick the crap out of everybody.
I do my homework. You know, it's kind of my job. But
you are the homework.
I just posted my team on Twitter if you want to check it out.
Yeah, but
my squad's gonna win this one.
Yeah, but what's at stake is a custom team package from Raza. So, you know, get your team outfitted in some new jerseys.
I'm gonna lace you up. Win fantasy. I'm gonna hook your team up. So
yeah, now good crossfield spread by Boom, though they did lose a body. 4 players left alive for them. They were able to shoot out Bogadun from Red Storm with the most unpronounceable name I've ever seen.
And coming from you, Maddie, that's like a feat and a half. Because I have to Google words every time you say them.
So yeah, Weaver got that shot on him, and it looks like Dimitri also taking the walk. So here is the chance as a couple of the guys from the bench come in for Red Storm.
I think Jansen just took a digger over there for Boom. I think he's hurt.
Yeah, he is maybe shoulder injury. Did you see him dive?
Yeah, he dove. It looked real bad.
Oh, he's kicking his feet. It looks like it really hurts. Oh, yeah. That's what I did one time.
But Boom's over here still in the 50 snake. We got 2 refs on top of Jansen. They're going to blow the horn. He's hurt.
Yeah, Jansen is definitely hurt.
Let's get a shot in that Dorito side. If you can see the guy, like right there in the top, dude, he is kicking. Last time I saw that, man, I'm telling you, that's when I tore my ACL, it was the most pain I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah.
I was eating dirt. It hurt so bad.
Yeah, he's still on the ground, and
let's just hope he's okay.
Yeah, let's hope he's okay. You know, Boom, he was a great player, Christopher Jansen, and the referees, you know, got in there on him, so we're going to see exactly what happened to him. I didn't see the dive, so Todd, do you think it was a shoulder injury or maybe a knee or something? Did he go in on his knees or did he dive in?
I thought it was a shoulder. Like, as he kind of came in, looked like he kind of crashed on his left shoulder and then kind of pushed himself into the bunker. But it didn't look good. You could tell he was hurt right away.
Well, the good thing about this league is that when there's something that really, really goes wrong and there's a safety issue, we stop the game right away. And then you see the players sitting in their bunkers. Hey, guys, let's just stop the play real quick. Let's find out. Let's assess the situation, see what's wrong, and then we'll continue the game after this. So that's why the players are sitting there in their bunkers right now. Put the guns down. Everybody chills out. And we find out what actually was the problem.
Yeah, and he's still down out there right now, and he was definitely, you know, his body was contorting and obviously a lot of pain. So hopefully, you know, with the shoulder injuries, I mean, paintball is an incredibly safe sport. The only thing that happens occasionally is and that's why you got to learn how to dive. But sometimes when a stream comes in on you and you got to lay out and you contort your body to get in, sometimes you go in a little cumbersome to a bunker and you pop shoulders out, hurt elbows. But you see that sometimes if you don't actually get horizontal and glide on your elbows, a lot of times if you hit awkwardly, it will, you know, you're going to put all the body weight and it'll pop shoulders out.
Well, it's also important. It's also important, like when you dive.
Tons of guys. Just having dozens.
I've seen the biggest thing I've seen is people that don't tilt their gun up. Like when you dive, you got to pull your barrel up, cock your wrist. Yeah, you got to. Because sometimes people dive in like this and then get their barrel in the ground, and then that's what catches them. Because you're holding, you're holding your gun.
Or you get the core sample, which then, or you know, jam into the corner. Yeah, of your,
John Woodley.
Yeah, John Woodley.
You got to get your arms out, get your barrel up.
Yeah.
When you dive,
hands
up.
And then another one. There's again very safe. but the other one that sometimes you very rarely see, but has happened to high-level competitors pushing themselves real hard, again, when they're contorting themselves, but it normally see it on the Snake side is knee injuries. That normally it's normally on Snake side is when I see those things, or some freakish thing happens. But we'll see. Hopefully Jansen's okay. He's still down out there. We'll keep you guys updated on his injury, and we'll be right back after this.
The JT ProFlex LE is built on a timeless design and hands down the most comfortable goggle system in the world. With a removable visor, unrivaled soft ears for added comfort, thermal lens with 270-degree field of vision, one of the most upgradable modular mass systems available, and as an extra bonus, an additional smoke spectra thermal lens is included. The JT ProFlex LE goggle system, available at jtpaintball.com.
So we are back here, Interpoint, as we had to stop that point because of the injury to Jansen. So he has been, he actually got up under his own power and walked off. So it must be some sort of upper body extremity injury, and we'll keep you updated there. But he is definitely out right now. And 3-on-3 here. 2 players alive for Boom. They're both in the Snake, so good field position for Boom over here. Snake side. Oh, and Red Storm loses their body over here. Samoylov catches one. So number 23, Yan Samoylov, is going to take the walk, and that is going to give an advantage here to Boom. They now have a one-body advantage, pressing that advantage here on the Snake past the 50-yard line, all the way on to Red Storm side of the field. They lose another body. It's just one player left alive over there, back corner bunker, as DeGidio and I think that's Roznikov who's left alive over there. Yeah, so just one player left alive. He gets taken out, so nice job by Boom. And Boom is going to close the gap here slightly. So the score is going to be 2-1 right now. Still slight advantage for Red Storm. Still a lot of time to play though. 16:08 left on this clock here. And that is exactly what Boom needed to do. Boom needed to score a point here and get this point spread a little bit closer. Now a 1-point game. If they had lost that one with that 3-0 spread, again, the chances of you coming back, about 10%. Team that goes up 3-0. normally almost always win. So that was a huge point for Boom. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, as you saw during that previous point, there was a pretty serious injury on the field with Chris Jensen. He actually fell onto his barrel. This is his barrel. He was laying on the ground for a really long time and in a lot of pain. Chris Jensen did stand up and walk by himself, so we're hoping he's okay. They were saying he might have a cracked sternum. Again, as you saw, this is his barrel. It's pretty intense, but I'll keep you updated on his injury and how he's doing.
Well, that's a first. I've never heard of a cracked sternum. I've never seen a barrel ever in all the 20 years I've been doing this.
You like that?
Like
not
that.
like that.
Have you guys ever seen anything like
no,
that?
No, it's either not
I've seen
or there.
tanks. I've seen grip frames. I've seen tons of stuff.
Self-esteem.
Never. Yeah, I've seen self-esteem's crushed. I have never seen
that was gnarly,
a barrel
man.
like that before. So again, our thoughts go out to Jensen. Hopefully he's okay. He did walk off, so he hopefully I don't know, something like that. I mean, maybe if it's, maybe he put it into his chest as he dove, so maybe a rib.
I've knocked myself out. Like, under this fine, chin I have with all the goatee, there's a scarf. Knocking myself out.
Did you just call your chin fine?
I mean, it's very distinguished. But
we were there.
Anyway, so I knocked myself out one time, hit myself in the chin. I woke up, and everybody already passed me because I passed out in the bunker because I was knocked out. Woke up, I was in Washington Rain at the time. I turn around, I'm like, oh, look at all these backs.
No way.
Because I was passed out in the bunker.
Is this in the woods?
Yeah,
wow.
Long time ago. So anyway, here we go. 2-1 in favor of Red Storm against Boom. 16:02 to left, Todd.
You've never told me that story.
That's a good. Hey, we'll touch on that in a minute. It's really good.
Wait, let's get back to that.
We'll get
Table
back.
it.
So right now the score 2-1 in favor of Red Storm, and right now you're looking at Red Storm on your screen. They're on the right-hand side of your screen, and on the left-hand side is Boom. So right now they're trying to get up. Victorio able to get past there, talking to his back player. So good field position for Red Storm. Oh, but Red Storm, number 89, Sergey Sokolov, and he is going to take the walk early, dies out of his bunker, and it looks like a body, 2 bodies coming off now, 3 for Boom. So Boom losing the war of attrition here. 3 bodies left alive for Red Storm, and 2 for Boom. 15:22 to go.
And here comes Samoylov cutting through the inside on the highway, and he's going to get a shot on the run on that little cake on the Dorito side, and then come through and finish off the last Boom player, but get shot in the process. So good job right there by Red Storm again, by Victorio getting in the snake and being in there alive, spreading out the field wide and allowing his players to come through and close out the games. Red Storm also doing a good job of shooting players on the break and getting those early advantages.
Red Storm looks good, man.
You know, I talk about this all the time, but I don't think people realize how much the Russians train. I mean, those guys are just specimens of professional paintball.
Well, it's going to help. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what sort of training facility Red Storm has. I don't know if they, maybe share facilities with Moscow. Not sure, but knowing that a couple of those guys that have come over from that, one of the things about Red Legion, they're going through a rebuild right now. They have the best players from France, the Tauntauns, on their team to help bolster their lineup while those young guys come up. But the one thing that, Red Legion's legendary for a reason. They've won one less tournament than Dynasty, who is the leader with 11 victories overall in the Pro Division. 10 overall victories for Red Legion. That is why they are paintball legends. They've won multiple World Cups. But one of the things they did was really change the way that teams prepare for paintball, and the fact that their training regimen is so big. And so even if Red Storm doesn't have the same training facilities as Moscow Red Legion, or they don't have the capabilities to put in as much time as they do, I'm not really sure. But the thing is that because for over 10 years now, Moscow Red Legion has really been setting the pace as far as and moving the bar up as far as how much you need to train for paintball, what type of training you do, the conditioning, and the amount of hours that you put in. The fact that a couple of those guys did spend some time in that organization, they've been through that coaching regimen, they know what those guys do, and they can take that to another team. That's one of the best things about, it's like when you go to a clinic, the stuff you learn at a clinic from a pro player, you're going to be able to take that to your team. So you almost could put some money together, send one guy there, get all those, just take notes in your head, write down all the drills that they do, and then take that to your team. That's going to help you get better.
And on the breakout, looks like Red Storm is able to get wide on that Dorito side, getting all the way out to the corner. Boom, getting wide over here on the Snake side, making it to the corner. Boom also in that Dorito one. They double up the can on the Snake side, but lose one body early. Jason Dennis getting shot out of his spot, come walking off. Red Storm with the early body advantage again, and bumping out of that Dorito side corner into the Dorito one. 5-on-4 right now in favor of Red Legion, or Red Storm. Red Storm with 2 bodies in that snake can as well, and they go into the snake. There's Victorio again coming out and getting into that snake 3. He's gonna look to turn the corner and get into the 50, but Boom matching him up. They get Kevin Wank into the snake. He's looking across the field. Boom attacking up the Dorito side. Got 2 bodies split to each side for Boom. Good field spread for Red Storm as they move up into the Dorito 2.
You know, and Todd, even though that Boom is down a body right now, this is a must-win situation for them with the score 3-1. They do not want to let Red Storm start running away with this. Oh, but they lose another body off that center, dying out of his spot. So it's going to be up to the players in D1 and Snake 1, in the Snake 1 structure, to really try to clock in, get some kills here. Uh-oh, referee running in to pull one of these Red Storm players out. That might be a penalty, and it is. It's going to be a major penalty on Red Storm.
Geez.
So that is exactly what Boom needed to happen right now, though they lost number 23, Kevin Wank, out of the snake, but that major penalty is going to take some bodies off here, and now Boom has a chance. Can they capitalize on this? Still some bodies left alive for Red Storm, though, and it looks like it was Bear DeGidio getting that major penalty.
And look at Victorio coming all the way down the Boom side of the field in the snake. Playing really low, really small. Does the low crawl, comes in and ends that last Boom player there in the corner.
A major penalty. Good call, Maddie, on that. I mean, I didn't even see that personally. I usually see that because I lived it. However.
Well, you know, I was looking over there, saw that, you know, hey, man, anytime you see that referee start going off to the races, sprinting in, even before he reaches for it, but he sprinted in there, thought he saw something, he did, and I didn't actually see the hit, I just saw him run in there. And anytime you see a ref, if you're watching the screen, you see a ref sprint into the field to go check a guy, and he's going with some haste, then there's a decent chance that guy's going to be getting some sort of penalty.
I would say 8 times out of 10 without question.
Pretty much, which is why, you know, anytime you see that, it's like,
Run.
oh, maybe a penalty. So, yeah, it looked like Bear DeGidio, I think he got the penalty. I think he was pulled on the penalty. But regardless, Red Storm still wins that point. 4-1 is the score, and we're going to be right back. Stick around.
They say don't be perfect, be clutch. Being clutch is one of my biggest assets. You can rely on me to be clutch, and I rely on the Vanquish. My name is Damian Ryan. I play for Team Infamous, and the Vanquish takes my game to another level.
Split screen breakout here as Boom on your right, Red Storm on your left, and Red Storm with the advantage. 4-1's the score, 13-13 on the clock here. First game for these two teams at the 2014 PSP West Coast Open. And in case you're just tuning in, Red Storm has been looking better and better every event that we've seen it. They made it to the semifinals in the Challengers Division at the last event in Chicago. And they lost to Houston VCK, who was able to move up from that win into the Champions Division. We'll see VCK in their first Champions League event here this afternoon. But right now, Boom is starting to press their advantage as the bodies are dropping for Red Storm. So Boom taking advantage of the power play that they were on. And there, the run through in the center. Elliott Weaver going to polish off that last player for Red Storm. So here comes Boom. They still have enough time. There's definitely enough time for Boom to come back. And they are going to hang that flag up. And as long as that player is clean, it's going to get teched out by the referee there. So the referees always check out every player at the end, and looks like the thumbs up is good. So it's now a 2-point game with 12:23 on the clock. And that is what Boom needed here to stay in this matchup. So Red Storm, they can't pump the brakes right now. Definitely let that penalty affect them a little bit here.
Well, the one thing I'm noticing about this field, Todd, correct me if I'm wrong, that I think anybody's game at any time, because there's so many good moves at the field. You lose a couple people in the break, you can capitalize up the middle. I mean, I like the middle. I mean, I know it's a shocker to everybody, but I like going at the middle. I'm a big fan. I can see Oliver Lang Damian Ryan, just going to work on this field.
Well, what I like, Todd, correct me if some stuff that you've seen in practice isn't the same as what I'm about to say, but I don't know if, and maybe it's because it's Challengers League teams that sometimes play a little bit more reckless than the Champions League teams. But we've seen some really good play out of these 2 games that we've seen so far, and we've seen some aggressive moves. And this field is definitely playing a little bit more aggressive than I think some of the info we were getting coming back from the practices. What do you think?
Well, I think it's all about timing. Yeah, I think that the Challengers division, there's a lot of good players out here, but I think that the slight difference, at the top is, the timing between I'm going to try and force this move and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna force this move no matter what. I'm gonna commit to it no matter what. And then it's the champions players, the elite champions players through the middle are like, I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna wait, and then when that one window opens, I'm gone and I'm gonna burst through that thing and I'm gonna destroy everybody.
Well, and it is. It's definitely windows of opportunity, and the difference between the champs and the challengers division, or the difference between the elite players, the guys that have won World Cups and championships, and that you hear us talk about as the elite of the game. It's a speed thing. It's the windows of those opportunities when you're playing teams like that close much faster. But that being said, because of the versatility of that center, and also the willingness of these teams to attack that center, and also get a little crazy over here on the snake side and on the D side, more so the snake side this morning. We've definitely seen some players come down that D side as well too. The D side again is the far portion of your screen. The snake structure is where you're looking at the Boom player crawling into right now. And he is going to get to Snake 2 and Lacrosse Field. So that is Kevin Wank from Boom. And it looks like, yeah, still alive in there. Now you're looking at the back line for Red Storm. Not a lot of penetration for them. They still have Bertagidio in the box, begging to get out. He's going to be getting out here any second. And it looks like time, 3 seconds about to expire here on that penalty. Bear decides to try to get out wide. Does he make it in clean? Scrambles, and it looks like he is able to make it in clean. So nice job by Bear to get out of there and able to make it in right behind his snake player, though Red Storm loses a body. But look at this. A bomb goes off on Boom's side of the field, and they have 2 bodies walking off, so that is not looking good for them. And only 2 players left alive for Boom, Elliot Weaver and Jason Dennis, both on the snake side of the field right now.
But still in the snake there, Matty.
Oh, Bear gets shot, though, out of his spot. So that is going to even up the body count. Still better field position because they have the field spread for Red Storm.
Oh, Dennis taking a shot across the field, Matty. What a great shot in the 50 Dorito.
Ooh, this is Boom's opportunity right here. Huge clutch point right now for Elliot Weaver and Jason Dennis as they take out Bertagidio. And then
that's going to do it right there.
And they take out Brogdon, the last player left alive for Red Storm. So
that shot across the field, though, Matty, was amazing right there by Jason Dennis and the snake.
Hey, man, if you're a Boom fan or you're a player on that team, that's a huge clutch point for you. You need a point like that. When you're down 4-2, and you only have 2 players left alive, it's not looking good for you. You have 2 players on the snake side. The other team has spread the field. It basically is going to come down to, because you're at a disadvantage, somebody has to step up and win a gunfight. And that's exactly what we saw. So nice job, Elliot Weaver, Jason Dennis, and Elliot Weaver. 6 confirmed kills for him, bearing the brunt of it along with David Barga. So nice work by Boom to pull within 1. 4-3 is the score, 10:36 to go. So this is the last Challengers Division game that we're going to see here on the main field before we get into 10 awesome matchups in the Champs Division, starting off with 2 high-powered teams, Los Angeles Ironman and Art Chaos. That game is going to be going down next. Can't wait to see that one, man.
Yeah, what a way to start the event.
Yeah, and honestly, again, the bracket of death, this morning bracket, you're looking at Impact, who won the last event, Ironman, who made the semifinals at the last event, Dynasty, who won MAO, 187 Crew, who's been assassinating people in those relegation games, and then Art Chaos, who's had a really tough year so far and is out for blood. So that's a crazy, crazy bracket we're about to watch go down, and we're going to be right back with more of this Boom Red Storm matchup. Stick around. Red Storm on your screen. About to break out, back at full strength after that major penalty that they got. And it looks like they spread the field on the D side. Not able to make it out alive, though. So one body coming off for Red Storm. 5 players alive for Boom. They got McNamara, Wenk, Ettringer, Gernhardt, and Dennis on the field for Boom. And Alexi coming off early for Red Storm. Oh, but Maxwell Gerhardt dies early for Boom. So body counts all evened up. Much better field position. Oh, another body coming off for Red Storm, dying out of his bunker. So they lose one going out wide off the break, and then they lose another one out of his bunker as Jens Moilov gets shot. He's the veteran on that team. So now it's going to be up to the 3 players left alive right now for Red Storm to try to maintain their lead here.
Oh, looks like Red Storm loses another one over here off the snake side. So here comes Boom coming up the middle. Jason Dennis into that wing.
Here's what I think. I mean, if we see this back and forth battle right now, can you guys imagine how it's going to be as the tournament progresses?
Oh, I can't wait to see
it's
it.
It's going to be gnarly, gnarly paintball.
Well, and
here
also,
comes,
and even the afternoon bracket, Heat, Damage, Legion,
man.
Vicious, VCK. That's going to be brutal too. But it's the PSP, and every
hey, the best teams in the world are playing here right now.
Yeah.
You want to test yourself? You come to a PSP.
Yeah, and across the divisions, you know, too. Lots of teams here across multiple divisions, and we're going to see the best of D4 through 1 on Sunday, midday. See who makes it through those crazy battles in those divisional fights. And it looks like Boom is going to be tying this one up here. They had 2 players left alive at the end of this point. So
I love that.
Red Storm on that penalty, and also a couple guys having some bad deaths. And really starting to just give this one away to Boom here, or at least enough to let Boom tie it up. So this is the breath of fresh air that Boom was looking for. So it's all tied up 4-4. 9-10 left to play here in this Challengers Division matchup, and we're going to be right back. Don't go anywhere. Here 2014 PSP West Coast Open, and Red Storm, man, starting to slowly let this one slip away, and Boom refusing to give in, and they have tied it up. 4-4 is the score. This team's getting ready to roll here. About 10 seconds to go before the start of this next point. So who's going to take it? Is it going to be Red Storm, or is it going to be the team on your screen right now? Boom. And Boom streaking out D-side off the break, not running and gunning, just head down, digging out, not able to make it, and it looks like Boom tries to spread the field. They lose both of their players.
And that was like 10 feet out of the box too, Matty. Great shooting on the Red Storm, shooting coming to the middle now, Matty.
Yeah,
Todd?
off the break, those awesome shots, and what a great work by Red Storm. This is textbook paintball right here.
I was just going to say that.
Shoot the wide guys, and as soon as you shoot the wide guys, attack the center. Perfect point right now for Red Storm.
That was
beautiful job.
That was great, man. I was going to say the same thing. I mean, those guys literally got shot 2-3 feet out of the box. So whatever lanes Red Storm are shooting, they got to continue to do that right now. Shoot the wide guys, come up the middle, go hard, and there's not much you can really do about that, Todd.
Yeah, Red Storm doing a really good job of reacting to the bodies that they shot on the break and instantly going on the offensive, coming up the middle with their guns blazing. You know, one thing that is always super important, but very much so on this field especially, is once you get a kill and you get control, as you make your bumps out, most of these spots, you want to come making your bumps slow with your gun up. You know, if you lose a body, yeah, you want to run and dive in. But if you have field position and you're wide, coming out with your gun up your head up and keeping control of those inside players as you cross through zones. You know, watching the paint come at you and not just running blindly into spots, you know, but keeping your head up, keeping your gun up, and keeping gun control as you move across the field.
That's a great point, Todd. And also, I think the most important thing there is head up regardless. If you can't keep your gun up, for some reason, you need to keep your eyes on the people in front of you because you can't go to sleep. If it's hard to get out wide, well, then don't give them an easy bump out. So let's check in with Lauren Kelly down in the pits.
Hey guys, wanted to bring you a quick update about Chris Jensen's injury. I just talked to the paramedic. He says he doesn't think that he cracked his rib. He doesn't feel any movement. Chris says if he can, he's going to keep playing. Nothing has stopped him before. He's laying on the ground, taking a break. He says it just feels like he got super sucker punched into his gut. So I'll keep bringing you updates, but it sounds like he's okay, and we will be seeing him on the field again later this weekend.
Wow, that's a tough dude right there, man, because, I mean, he spent a good 3-4 minutes on the ground, legs wiggling in agony, so the fact that he's even contemplating getting back out there this soon is a testament to, you know, his will to try to help his team. So hopefully he's going to be okay. So here we go on the breakout here. Red Storm on your screen. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Clean breakout so far from both teams. This time Red Storm able to make it out wide. Boom makes it out wide, but they lose number 13. Jason Dennis out of his bunker, doubling up. That can in the backfield. So now 4 players left alive for Boom. This might stop their attack a little bit here. They need to try to get a kill here, even the body count up. Still have a lot of time left. Only 1 point separates these 2 teams. Boom on your screen, getting out from that center bunker, spreading the field wide. Over here, snake side of the field.
Oh, there goes Samoylov for Red Storm walking out the field.
So that's 2 players actually coming off for Red Storm.
Victorio
right
and Samoylov both walking off for Red Storm. But filling out on this side of the field, you can see, look at Red Storm. They're very field conscious of what has to happen. They're very good at filling the holes. Oh, but take another walk on this side of the field. That's number 2. Sergey taking the walk for Red Storm. So down to 2 players, Bear DeGidio and Alexi.
And it's just,
oh, there goes
Bear. Bear looking at 4 bodies right now. And he gets tapped out. Nothing you can do there.
Yeah.
God, Red Storm, man, just look at Boom coming back.
That's awesome, yeah, but Red Storm blowing opportunities.
Love it.
They get that first kill, able to win a gunfight as they were to take out Jason Dennis. But then after that, they start losing a ton of gunfights themselves. Kevin Wenk steps up. He gets a 3-pack. So 8 confirmed for Kevin Wenk. Also, Elliot Weaver, 8 for him. David Barga, 7. So those are the guys carrying the bulk of the work for Boom here in their comeback. And that's going to tie it up here, 5 apiece. So Red Storm making some, you know, losing some gunfights. You know, and it's tough. When you're going to lose gunfights. It's paintball. It's part of the game. I don't really consider, I mean, every gunfight's its own unique thing. But Todd, you know, kind of talk a little bit about that. What would you consider making a mistake in a gunfight or just straight losing a gunfight? Because sometimes, you know, you're engaging constantly. But on a field layout like this is a gunfight heavy layout. And so it's really going to, the teams and the players and the guys are really good at that gunfight, which is obviously, this is paintball, but the gunfight is a rather complicated series of different, I call it gunfight logic. There's certain elements to the, you know, to that engagement that you have to bring out there to have your best chance of success.
Well, the most common mistake that people make is just continuing to come out in the same spot, you know, in the same rhythm, you know, just out, 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 same spot, just, you know, just playing the, you know, the luck of the, is the consistency of the paintballs and the guy that's shooting at you. You know, you always want to be able to play, you know, the top side of your bunker, the bottom side of your bunker, use your whole bunker. You know, that's the first thing that you learn, you know, when you're young, is use your entire bunker. But, you know, you got to feel the pressure of the balls coming at you. You know, you got to understand, you know, where the guy is trying to hit you from, and that's why you got to throw him off. If you're playing one of those stand-up cans, come out high, drop to a knee real quick, shoot a stream low, come out high again, you know, and then just, you know, knowing, you know, again, keeping in the back of your mind also how important it is that you stay alive. You know, how much risk are you willing to take? You know, there's so many,
based on your position,
based on your position, based on how many teammates you have with you.
Yes.
How important it is for you to get gun dominance and keep control of the guy that you're gun battling.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many things that play into it.
And also, as we see this tie game here start to break out for this next point, and looks like good breakout. Uh-oh, is that going to be a penalty on Red Storm?
Oh,
Saw
God,
the guy reaching for it.
He reached for it.
But no, they get away clean, but another body dropping for Boom. but Todd, I wanted to say, in that gunfight, you have to play both your opponent and his paintballs. Because if you're not looking at those incoming streams of paintballs and how accurate is his shot back at you, and if you're not registering that, you're not really thoroughly gunfighting. And that is an important thing, because it's the paintball that's going to actually take you out of the game. And sometimes when you're gunfighting a guy, you'll notice that this guy's not even getting close to me. And then you can be a little bit more dominant and start bullying guys around. And that's that pressure that we talk about. And the best gunfighters in the game, the Yosh Raos, the Dave Baineses, those guys, the Mike Paxtons, those are the guys that are able to play both the paintballs and the opponent that they're playing and the situation. They keep all that in mind. And really, that is going to be the difference on this field.
Red Storm charging into the 50 Dorito, able to get in there alive. Boom, with just 3 players left alive over there in the Dorito 1, the Dorito side tower, and the Snake side insert bunker. Boom, or Red Storm, 4 bodies, now coming across into the back of Snake 1, up there in that 50 Dorito. Both of the center towers screaming from the back of Snake 1 to get a check in on the shoulder of the Boom player in the Dorito side tower, and he is, so calling his shot from the back of the Snake, eliminating number 16, Elliot Weaver. So just 2 bodies left alive now for Boom. Oh, but then trying to make a move into the 50 and get
way too big a bite, Matty.
Roznikov, but
way too big a bite.
He called that shot. He's got 10 kills in this match, or I'm sorry, 11 kills in this match now.
That's the highest we've seen so far today.
Another one taking a walk for Red Storm right now. That was way too big of a bite, Matty.
Well, I totally agree. It's
way
too big of a bite. Well, it's tough though. It's a tie game. He's obviously getting it done. He's got 11 confirmed kills. But here we go, big move on the D side. And did he get him? He did. So I think we have ourselves a potential one-on-one here.
This could be the game right here, Todd and Matty.
Wow, it's tied up. It's a one-on-one situation, and it looks like it is Bear DeGidio and Jason Dennis in a one-on-one. Bear definitely not in the bunker set to give him the best advantage, but he got stuck there. No fault of his own. He was just playing the game. Everyone died around him, so now he's stuck playing a one-on-one in the Snake. He does have that 50-yard line to work with. You don't want to be down on your chest, crawling around in a one-on-one. Bear knows that. He gets up, and now he's trying to exert dominance, but I think he just got shot. So
Bear got shot.
Losing the one-on-one to Jason Dennis. And Jason Dennis better be careful not to... Did he concede the point? Yeah, they did. They did concede the point. So,
wow.
What an amazing job by Jason Dennis to win that one-on-one against Bear DeGidio with 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Has come from behind right now as Boom taking the lead.
What a game right there, guys. Hey, 4:41 still left in this game.
Yeah,
6 to 5.
Lots of time.
Back and forth battle.
But a momentum stealer right there.
Dude, I mean, Red Storm came out smoking hot.
And hey, and you knew Bear knows the momentum.
Oh, he
because
does.
As soon as he got shot, head immediately down to the ground, knowing he made that mistake right there, and he had just got set. When you're on, when you're getting the information, it's coming in around you, right? You're in the Snake. You look up, all of a sudden, people are screaming from the sidelines. It's very chaotic. There's a lot going on out there. A lot of variables you're trying to take into consideration. So Bear figured out, oh, okay, oh my God, it's a one-on-one. All right, cool. Calm down. He gets up. He makes the smart move to the, gets off his chest, gets to the 50, and then pretty much loses his second or third engagement. So nice job right there. And there it was there on the replay, and you could see Bear frustrated right there as loses that one-on-one, which gives Boom the lead. So, wow, what tenacity by Boom.
I'm telling you, this is the first 2 games of the weekend right here, ladies and gentlemen. If we see this the rest of the weekend,
and that's 2 come from behind. Well, CP lost that game to Revo,
but still, man,
but still they put a lot of points up towards the end of the game, and so that was really cool to see. And then now here we're seeing it again, and with still a little under 5 minutes left to play in this race to 7. I mean, this is anyone's game still. If Boom can continue to feel that momentum that they just stole away from Red Storm these past couple points, but Red Storm looked so good in the beginning of this matchup, they just really kind of pumped the brakes a little bit, and penalty hurt them, but still.
And I see Red Storm shooting 2 in the break on this next break.
Okay.
Coming up the middle, taking a quick point, 6-6, and then it's going to be like a death match to the battle. I'm excited right now. I'm excited to be here. I'm telling you.
Well, I'm excited because the games we got coming up here. I mean, we've seen 2 good ones already here in the Challengers division. But, man, don't go anywhere and tell all your friends. And, again, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Every dollar you spend with PBA, every dollar of the pay-per-view money goes directly into the production budget. Try to keep this show going at the highest level possible. And, yeah, man, it's going to be crazy. Ironman playing Art Chaos for the first game of the Champions Division. But we're going to be right back with the conclusion to this matchup here. Is Boom going to take it, or is Red Storm going to come back? We'll see. Stick around.
ProFlex LE is built on a timeless design and hands down the most comfortable goggle system in the world. With a removable visor, unrivaled soft ears for added comfort, thermal lens with 270-degree field of vision, one of the most upgradable modular mask systems available, and as an extra bonus, an additional smoke spectra thermal lens is included. The JT ProFlex LE goggle system, available at jtpaintball.com.
Well, the sun is starting to peak its way out here in Riverside, California for the 4th event on the PSP Tour. I'm Matty Marshall, Crystal Soya, and Todd Martinez. So, yeah, it's Riverside in August, but man, it's not that hot out here. And even yesterday, you know, it got into the high 80s, but it's a dry heat, and there was a nice breeze. So, you know, hey, and the way that things have been going on so far this year, we had rain every single event. So it looks like it's going to be some great playing conditions here.
Oh, in the face.
Yeah, you can see there on the split screen breakout, man. Red Storm just head checked immediately into a paintball. That was Samoylov again. So Samoylov struggling a little bit in that back bunker, dying early a couple times. But again, that's a gunfighting spot, man. You're going to see early deaths on every single team all weekend long in these gunfight heavy positions, as we see another one for Boom now. That's Ryan Intriger as he takes the early walk. So it looks like Red Storm and Boom here throwing down pretty even on the body count. 3 players left alive for Boom, 4 for Red Storm. Red Storm still in the pocket, no one out wide yet for Red Storm there on your screen, doubling up that temple. And the farthest, well, no, actually they did finally get someone out here wide on the snake side, back bunker, and he is looking towards that D side.
This is going to be a 6-6 game, I'm telling you right now. You know, and the grass out here in this field is fantastic.
Yeah, it's definitely immaculate grass.
Amazing. Like, the PSP gets some of the best fields I've ever played on.
Yeah, this is a nice one, man. This is a really, really nice field. And I'll see how this grass holds up throughout the weekend. Definitely helps it. You know, every single event we played, about, you know, an inch or two of rain dumped right before the tournament.
I was going to say that too, actually.
You know, I don't care how well manicured your grass is, when you got guys diving around on land that's taken a couple inches of rain, it's going to become a bog. But that did not happen here. We did get some rain last weekend, but just enough to green everything up.
And right there, 6-5 in favor of Red Storm. You see on your screen, Red Storm trying to get up. There's Boom, number 13. Jason Dennis playing very, very well this game. Actually, 2 kills for him.
Boom with the lead. They don't have to go anywhere, but...
And they know it.
Yeah, I mean, they're down 1 body. They only have 3 left. Oh, and there goes one from Red Storm. So Boom evening it up. A 3-on-3 right now.
God, this
Boom
is
over there in the Dorito 1, the Dorito Tower, and the gun.
Close game, Todd.
But in the snake, with the advantage right now, we have Red Storm coming down the snake on your screen. Todd, how hard is it to look at this next move with the 50 snake right there? Red Storm coming with the aggressiveness.
Victorio makes the move into the 50 snake. Good move by Dennis to bump out to the snake side corner.
I like this Victorio pickup for Red Storm. I think that really helps your team out.
Yeah, I agree with that, Matty, for sure. He's playing really, really well this tournament.
It's got 9 kills for him. A lot of guys clocking in, though. Roznikov, he's got 11. Victorio 9. Samoylov's got 5, though he's had a couple early deaths.
153 left in this game, though, Matty. Todd, what are you thinking?
Well, looks like Victorio, I mean, it's a 3-on-3, and Boom is doing a good job right now of crossing up and communicating.
They're hiding. I can't even see any of them.
They got their 2 bodies over there on the Dorito side are playing straight up. Red Storm makes a bump out here to the snake side corner to get behind Victorio. Nobody over there on the Dorito side looking towards the Dorito side, so Boom takes Dorito 2. Jason Dennis, he's going to make a bump up. Not sure how wise of an idea.
Oh, nice shot right there. Ooh, that was amazing by Boom.
So yeah, Boom.
And that's gonna do it.
That might be the
proverbial
nail in the coffin right there. So Victorio, the rookie, catches one, trying to check and look for a lane, but what a beautiful shot there.
That was amazing, Maddie. I mean, with Jason Dennis.
Yeah, and it's Jason Dennis again. Was Dennis the one that was
I called his number. I'm telling you. I called his number. It was a great shot. Now taking the 50-3 on the far side of the field. You see Boom on your screen. I mean, Red Storm.
Yeah.
Boom in good field position, Maddie.
Well, with only 43 seconds to go, Boom with that 1-point lead here in this race to 7, the score 6-5. Just Bertagidio and Sergey left alive out there for Red Storm. They're going to have to make a last-ditch run here, and you can't die in your bunker here, man. If Bertagidio and Sergey, regardless, just try to make something happen. You're going to lose regardless.
It's not
no matter
happen.
what. If you sit in your bunker, you're for sure going to lose. If you get up and try to attempt an attack, maybe you draw a penalty, maybe you get a lucky shot, maybe you get a shot you earned. You're rolling the dice, but you have to roll the dice in this situation because as it stands right now, it looks like they're playing like they have the lead.
I will tell you right now, Maddie, you would never see me let the time run out in my bunker.
It's the cardinal sin of paintball. So Bertagidio making his move, but with not enough time, and so he is going to get run down. So.
There'd be welts, red flags.
Too little, too late. Too little, too late for Bear and Sergey, as they really needed to try to push that. And basically they just kind of gave that game and conceded it once they lost their attacker Victorio and the Snake. But still, really good game by Red Storm. They just didn't have enough. And Boom, man, what a great come from behind victory for Boom.
Yeah, and man, what a game right there. Big game for Jason Dennis.
Yeah,
right before he made that move, I was like, oh, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But what he did was he made the move right when Victorio looked on the inside and then came out and put a first ball on him right in his face, and that sealed the deal right there. And then you can see the last player for Red Storm sitting in the corner looking at the clock, like shaking his head, and it's like, well, then get up and go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Like I said, red flags and bodies. That's all you.
Well, you got to try something.
You
got to try something because you're going to lose anyway. There's nothing you can do if you just stay in your bunker when time is ticking off and you are down points. So yeah, man, what a great job by Dennis. Seriously, want to talk about putting your name on the map, win a one-on-one to help your team out, and then get the clutch, the most important shot.
I was just going to say that. I was going to say that. Actually.
Shooting a guy with 10 kills under his belt.
Yeah, exactly. Who's been looking good and who's in the most important spot on the field.
It wasn't even. It was like oh, okay, well, I'll shoot you now. It was an amazing shot, great move, sneaky stuff. I love that right now. So good job, Mr. Dennis.
Yeah, and again, it's going to come down to that. The way that this field is, this is not a cannonball field. You're not gonna. This isn't a ladder snake where you flood flood 3 dudes down one side and 2 the other. No, this is a rather methodical, smart field with some available options depending on how you can read and react to the situation that confronts yourself. And man, Boom really proving themselves here against Red Storm. And again, Red Storm made the semifinals at the last tournament. They did lose to VCK, who we will see this afternoon in the Champions Division for their first time ever. So it's an awesome story too. And VCK, man, we're gonna see what they're made of this afternoon. Talked to them yesterday, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. They got a big test in front of them, but that's really what this is about. It's the whole reason you play this game. Is it's just a big, gigantic man test. So we're gonna be right back, man. Huge matchup coming at you. Los Angeles Ironmen, they're taking on Art Chaos. So we're gonna be right back with that game. Don't go anywhere.